TV.
Yes, nigga, it's the Keep It P podcast.
Message.
Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend.
It's the morning drippery.
Damn, son, where'd you find that?
These nuts.
Yeah. Then y'all gonna get hit with that nooner.
It's the nooner.
Feel me? You figure Dizzle. Sorry for the mishap on that first stream, but we back though. Back, ready for the attack because we don't slack jack. Okay?
No slacker jackers.
Yeah, buddy. You know what I mean? You ready to give these people what they need this morning? Because there's some shit going on, bro. You ready?
Let's feed them.
You ready to feed the minds of the masses with our B1 propaganda?
Let's feed them.
Alright, check this out. Yo, ho, and a bottle of rum. Here we go. It is time for, the flyest podcast, and I truly mean the flyest podcast in the whole land. It's like Keep It P podcast, buddy. Let me go ahead and introduce the show because I got some stuff. DJ Stacks, motherfuckers always lying. We already know. Hey. Hi, I'm Jay Lava, and this is Keep It P Podcast, where we take news, situations, and everyday occurrences, and we show how one could have and when not keep it P. What's going on? DJ Stacks in the place to be, and I'm always being joined by the one that's keeping it T. T, bust it down for him, player. Bust it on down.
For the record, though, I am TZ Von Savage in the place to be. Ooh, you sucker MCs.
Sucker MCs.
B-boy stance. Give yourself a little self-love, little self-hug, y'all. Check in at that later on at that 6 o'clock time.
When you can catch a little ride. Yeah, I'm with that one.
Prize too.
I'm with that one. I like that one. Hey, I definitely want the shit right there.
Surprise, motherfucker.
A little rabbit ride, oh tabby chat.
After 6 o'clock, tie.
So listen, bro. I was walking down the strip of Las Vegas yesterday, my family and I. And we was all keep it peed out. You know what I'm saying? We all had our little keep it pee shirts on and shit, you know.
What?
Looking like,
represent.
looking like straight tourists. But this one dude had walked up to me. He was an OPC brother. He's like, "What's up, man? Y'all get y'all gifts in?" I'm like, "Nah, man. I said I do what y'all do and this, that, and the other." And he was like, what's this on your shirt?" I was like, "Well, you know, that's the Keep It P podcast. It's my podcast." He was like, "Are you B1?"
He didn't say that.
He said, "Are you B1?" I said, "FBA?" He said, "Professor Black Truth? Jason Black?" I was like, "Tariq Nasheed?"
He didn't say that.
And then he was like, "I'm gonna follow you on everything as long as you be." I'm like, I pull my shit up. I showed him the title of one video, how it said pound FBA. Oh, he was like, "Oh yeah, I'm following you for sure." So shout out to my mans I seen on the strip yesterday. I hope he checking in and tapping in today. If not, you know, so he probably gonna see the shit later because I subscribed him right from the phone.
What?
Oh yeah, he's like, "Man, here, subscribe me from the phone, man. I'm supporting, man. I'm gonna watch y'all, man." But yeah, FBA and B1 is a thing, nigga. We out here. It made me feel real good actually, man. Like the secret brotherhood. You know, he
almost supposed to do like a secret handshake.
Yeah, we needed like a secret B1 handshake, like only the B1 know.
Straight up.
I will be designing some B1 apparel.
Yes,
I will be designing some B1 Black First apparel. Oh, and for Black. Oh yes. I'm not even gonna say what I'm gonna do on the show, but yes, there's one that we need immediately. Tease it. We need it immediately. Yes,
that's good because I wanted to talk to you about that anyway.
Yeah. We finna come out with finna come out with some new girl anyway. Some new girl.
Yeah,
some new girl on y'all. But yeah, man. Listen, dude. I got a new phone yesterday.
What? Upper Grizzades?
Yeah, I got a OnePlus 9 Pro.
Oh, you like those?
Love them. I love these phones, dude. Well, I was feeling self-conscious, like when I put my shit up there to the screen like that, and how my shit was all cracked. I was feeling like, nah, I can't be putting the cracked screen up there trying to show examples.
That's just elevation for the show.
Yeah. And then
that's the tax write-off.
That's right. You're right about that. This mug, this phone shoots 8K, dude.
That's deep.
But it's like, who really even watching 8K? Do you got an 8K TV at the crib?
No.
Oh.
Well, the NFL be doing it though. Somehow.
Oh, the NFL be streaming in 8K?
No, they just do like one shot, like, you know what I'm saying? Just throughout the game, like do one or two shots just to show you.
Oh, yeah, because I was gonna say they don't have too much.
Looks real
content.
Video game.
Yeah, dude. Man, I've seen the video games today. These days, bro.
Yeah,
they look real. Like
game.
The little football and the little basketball. Them joints look real as shit.
Oh, and we can anytime y'all want to step up and get this Keep It P podcast Madden tournament going, B1, you can get smacked. And I said that.
Damn, he coming out hard. Are you 8-ball and MJG?
Smacked.
Are you 8-ball and MJG, bro? Because I mean, you came out like really hard.
Straight up.
Wow. Okay, so you saying you want all the smoke on the game?
All the smoke. Holla at your boy.
Oh, we gonna have to do that one.
Your guy. Holla at your guy, man.
Hey, look, we gonna have to do that then. We gonna have to do a online little gaming joint. I was thinking that I was probably gonna play let people see me play Tiger Woods tonight.
Tiger who?
I like to play Tiger Woods, bro.
Tiger who?
Or I might even do some more Guitar Hero. I was feeling that the other day. It's pretty fun. It's therapeutic, actually. Playing a fake guitar. It's very
I can see that. Yeah. I mean, the way you play, I can see it. Not for the regular lamesmen.
Yeah, because you gotta play it on expert because it really feels like you're playing the song. Look at Mr. over there abusing her.
No, it's a she made from the
I know. He tried to show her who boss, huh?
Man, what's up with the 50 arrests, man? 50 cases.
Yeah, you knew. How'd you know I was going there?
Yeah, what's up with the 50 cases?
Hey, did you know I was going there or what?
Come on, fam. My check's in, man. I know what's going on, man. Hold on, man. Production already done whispered in my ear in the earpiece, fam, and then let your guy know what was happening, man.
Okay. All right. Y'all on point today, I'll tell you. All right, let me get okay. So more 12 acting up. You got it right, DJ Stacks. 12 can't keep their hands out the cookie jar. or shit, they can't stop being corrupt, but yet and still they're supposed to be the authorities. That 50 cases, 12 lying. Yeah, yikes. More than 50 drug convictions vacated over former NYPD cop accused of perjury. This is what that let me see if we got a picture of this stunning model citizen here. But one by one, Brooklyn Criminal Court Judge Keisha Espinal vacated more than 50 drug convictions that had been based on testimony from former NYPD detective Joseph Franco. Franco was charged 2 years ago with perjury in Manhattan, while there's no evidence of misconduct in Brooklyn cases from 2004 to 2011. Come on now. Isn't it safe to assume, good morning, Mom. Isn't it safe to assume if he lied in those 50, it's probably safe to assume that he lied in the other ones too.
I mean, yeah. Just using common sense.
But just look how they ain't trying to give darkies no leeway. Nope. He wasn't lying with y'all. The Brooklyn District Attorney Office said it has lost confidence in the prosecution. Well, we never had confidence in the prosecution. Prosecution has always railroaded black individuals. So, I mean, nothing new there, nothing to see as I move on. It says the district attorney has determined that under these circumstances, the vacatur of drug-related convictions serve as the interest of justice, preserves limited resources, enhances public safety, and strengthens trust in the criminal justice system. Nah, that doesn't do it. That just means y'all caught one that was way out of control and you had to do something. That's all that means.
So could we assume that there's other bad apples where this apple's at?
Yeah, we can definitely assume that. We heard that there's bad apples by the guy that they killed in San Francisco when one said okay apple was approached by a bad apple who told him he must be Black Lives Matter for thinking anything righteously. Basically. Assistant Attorney General Eric Sanashin says during Wednesday morning hearing, dozens more cases were set to be dismissed later Wednesday in a separate hearing. Man becomes 268 toss conviction in the state's history. Okay, whatever. Oh, wow. 268 toss conviction. Okay. Might have to read that story too. Sonagin, the deputy director of the office conviction return unit, said Franco's alleged criminal conduct but not have been known to prosecutors or defense attorneys at the time, since it wasn't charged until years later. The people has not discovered defendants' convictions were based on fabricated evidence or the defendants are innocent, Notion said. However, Brooklyn District Attorney Eric Gonzalez said in a statement that he had lost confidence in the case where the detective was an essential witness. Well, that should be every case then. So just in this one county, it's halfway justice. Like, y'all should get everything he did turned over. He is not a credible witness. If he lied in 50, he lied in all of them. He's not a credible witness. So they tell you if you had any drug convictions or you went to jail for various minor criminal charges, that somehow ruins your credibility. So you telling me 50 cases and convictions of lying and perjury doesn't ruin your credibility? As I continue, the Legal Aid Society, which represented many of the defendants whose convictions were tossed, applauded the move. Corrupt NYC Detective Franco touched thousands of cases throughout New York City. Well, then thousands of cases should be overturned, not just 50.
Right.
And we may never know the full extent and damage he caused and the lives he upended. Well, it seems like you need to investigate and get to figuring it out.
That's so silly.
We just gonna stop right here. We found enough. We done. I'm done.
Let's go.
We got it all. Man, come on, man. Let me see and let you know a couple paragraphs. It's almost done. This is what they want to leave you with.
Uh-oh.
He has pled not guilty and awaiting trial. So he lied, and then he gonna lie saying he ain't lied. When you caught, bro. Just go ahead and give it up, dog. Brooklyn DA Eric Gonzalez's premature decision to dismiss 90 cases in summary fashion, despite an investigation by his office, has failed to uncover anything improper and baseless and irresponsible. This is a quote from him. The shocking and highly publicizable decision has created a toxic atmosphere that is prejudicial to Mr. Franco's constitutional rights and the presumption of innocence in a fair trial by the imperial jury. Well, you didn't do that, and you didn't give these same people those same courtesies, Mr. Franco, sir, when you lied on perjury on stand there, sir.
I mean, duh.
So, hello, McFly, are we now supposed to give you something that you didn't give other people? I mean, yeah.
Sounds just the dominant society of you.
Yeah, sounds about right. As I move on. So I also put in the comment section, we got 12 acting up. And then what else I put in the description? I had put
WS correlated with whoop bop bop bop.
Oh, white supremacy is the root of all violence. I didn't say that, y'all. That's what the article say. So
and for the record, though, I believe an Asian American wrote this as well.
There's a twist to the story. White supremacy is the root of all race-related violence in the U.S., so says Jennifer Ho, a professor.
I was a hoe.
Look.
And I'm admitting it. But I did it then.
You're just looking for an excuse to do that dance. Stop it. Professor of Asian American Studies at University of Colorado Boulder. Amid the disturbance and rising attacks on Asian Americans since 2020, it is troubling. Category of these assaults, black people are also attacking Asians. No. Bullshit right out the gate.
Right out the gate.
White people are the main perpetrators of anti-Asian racism. That's true. But
right.
Not the black people part.
No.
See how they try to put the bullshit in there, though?
Yeah.
And it's not black people. It's non-foundational Caribbean and African descent people. It's not foundational black Americans. It's a difference.
There is a difference.
White
There's
people are the
one big hole.
We're not one big whole Negro.
Not true.
White people are the main perpetrators of anti-Asian racism, but in February 2021, a black person pushed the elderly. See? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
That was one of them red pink coats.
Pushed the elderly Asian man to the ground. So are you going to also mention that in January, February of 2020 or December 2019, where you had the Asian family beating an older black woman at the nail salon? Or how about the one Asian guy that had the sister in the headlock on the ground at the nail salon talking about she was stealing? Ain't nothing to steal at the nail salon, fool. There's nothing to steal there.
Cheap.
Yeah.
And nails ain't cheap either. I thought they was cheap. Them ain't cheap.
The man later died from his injuries. But that wasn't, no. See, they lying. Wasn't that the story that no, wasn't that the story that we read where he was talking about his grandpa experienced the racism back in the 90s or something? Yeah, and it still haunts him today? That didn't happen. That didn't happen. They lying. They're lying. If that's the same story, they lying hard.
I mean, it could have been the other one where the dude was walking and spoke with the dude first and then said hello. And then the next thing you know, he woke up in the emergency room. He's like, I don't know what happened.
But he didn't die though.
What happened? No, he didn't die.
Right. So what are they talking?
Okay, right.
That's
right.
what I'm saying. They on something. They on, man. Miss Ho, you on some bullshit, Ho. That's her last name, by the way.
Straight up.
Ho, you on some bullshit. Oh shit. In another video from the New York City on March 29th, a black person pushes and beats an Asian woman on the sidewalk in front of a doorway. We don't know if that was an Asian person, first off. That one was scripted beyond repair.
And he had on the pink. And he was a murderer.
Yeah. Killed his mom. And they expected somebody to go run up on that.
And fired the two dudes.
As I continue. And look, onlookers observed the attack in their doorway without intervening and providing aid for the woman. They actually put that in the article.
See?
Listen, man, if y'all don't pay attention what's going on, I'm getting upset, honestly. Like, they're really going for it.
Straight up.
I mean, well, not going for it. They're on the way to it.
There.
Look, they're on the way to it. If we don't stop them. It says, as the current president of the Association for Asian American Studies and as the ethnic studies and critical race studies professor who specializes in Asian American culture, I wanted to address the climate of anti-Asian racism. See, they ain't even stealing from us. It's anti-black racism. You see how they just stole that real quick?
Right.
Anti-Asian racism I was seeing at the start of the pandemic. So in April 2020, all black culprits, huh? Cut it out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. All black culprits, huh? We just gonna totally skip over the 6 women that was killed at the parlor, huh? We just gonna totally skip over that. We're gonna just totally skip over the white girl the other day. Right? Did we just read one about the white girl? What'd she do? It's so many.
I forgot, but I know that she shouldn't have been out.
Didn't she kill somebody?
That's what
an Asian woman?
That's what I could be wrong though, but hey, go check out the other episodes. Something definitely happened. We cover it every day.
That led to an approximate 50 interviews, workshops, talks, and panels, presentations that I've done on anti-Asian racism, specifically in the time of COVID-19. So you done 50 of them? She's around here working it. No wonder why she with the shit.
Yeah.
Because she's profiting. Yeah. She's caking off of it.
Big time.
The point I've made throughout all of those experiences that anti-Asian racism has the same source as anti-black racism. Don't. Mm-mm. Yeah, they might be coming from the same place, but you know what the difference is? We're calling it out and you're not.
Right.
And in the same time in calling it out, you trying to smooth it over like, look, but we're talking about the black ones more. Look, I referenced those. Look, we're not talking to you about you guys. We don't care what you guys do to us. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to us, white people. We don't care.
Just keep cutting the check.
Right. So when a black person attacks an Asian person, the encounter is fueled perhaps by racism, but very especially by white supremacy. White supremacy does not require a white person to perpetuate it. They are stealing our language. That they just stole that one. That's theft. Stop, you thief. They trying to
making a citizen's arrest.
Man, she trying to jack the whole movement in a couple paragraphs. She's right though. So she really should be talking about herself in the mirror, because that's what she's doing right now. Wow. Talking about the pot, talking about the wok calling the kettle black. You like that, right?
It was funny. It was funny.
White supremacy is an ideology. True. A pattern of values and beliefs that are ingrained in nearly every system and institution in the U.S. True.
Okay, so then you believe that it's
true and true,
but you're still blaming. Okay.
No, she believes it's systematic, but yet she is upholding and participating in said system right now in this article. Right now. Not later. Now. White supremacy does not require a person to be white. White supremacy is an ideology. It's a pattern of values and beliefs that are ingrained in nearly every system and institution in the U.S. It is a belief that to be white is to be human and invested with inalienable universal rights, and that not to be white means that you are less than human, a disposable object for others to abuse and misuse. Kind of sort of what you're doing to black people right now in this article, by coming up with those blatant, ain't true, psyop, paid for fake Asian crimes.
Message.
The dehumanization of Asian people by U.S. society is driven by white supremacy and not by any black person who may or may not hate Asians. You see the word salad? Let me read that one more time. The dehumanization of Asian people by U.S. society is driven by white supremacy. True. Done. Sentence over.
Right.
Now, and not by any black person. True. Done. Sentence over. Noah Lewis was popping. Black person who may or may not hate Asians. There's not. This is fake from the beginning, is what I'm trying to get people to understand. We know this. I'm going to just keep saying it loud from every mountaintop. It's fake. It hasn't happened. It's so fake that we could see news of said Asian man beating up black sister, and we could go rally outside the store and say don't go shopping there, and people will sidestep the people with the picket signs to go get their nails done. Still. Probably non-foundational black Americans, might I add. Probably Jamaican and Caribbean women like, I don't have nothing to do with the katas. I want my nails done. No, I don't care about that. I'm not katas. We're not the same. I have Nigeria. I have Nigerian blood. I have Nigerian blood. I'm not like katas. During the pandemic, yellow peril rhetoric that blamed China for COVID-19 led to 150% rise in anti-Asian hate. Who did that come from?
You remember when the number started out at 1900?
Yeah, because it went from 1 to 19. or 0 to 19. But who started that? That's what she's skipping over that. You punk, you
Right.
You's
Mrs.
a mark.
Ho.
That is, I was gonna say punk ass, but she's a mark. She a straight mark.
Mrs. Ho.
Miss Ho, you tripping?
That's really her name, though.
That's really her last name, y'all.
But still.
In particular, East Asian Americans or anyone who appeared to be from East Asia heritage or descent became targets for misplaced anger of people blaming Chinese people for
Don't
those
nobody
who
know
thought
that.
look Chinese, even if they were other ethnic backgrounds like Japanese, Taiwanese, Korean, Burmese, Thai, or Filipino. Well, sorry, ma'am, but it actually came from a place in China. I mean, like, that's a fact. Like, I know you want to skip and dance around it, but it actually happened. I think the place is called Wuhan. Am I correct?
Correct, sir.
Was that because of people eating bat soup or something like that? Or the way that their wet markets were kept? Or
it was some of that nature.
something to that effect, huh? I think there was this orange Cheeto looking dude that was like screaming it from the mountaintops, and people didn't like that.
And they didn't like when you called it the China flu, but now we call it the UK variant, the Brazilian variant, the South American variant, but don't call it the Asian variant.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. They also have some African variant too.
Yeah, South African.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, to the point where you were very specific. South African variant.
Right. Well, where all the palm color people be, but I digress.
Digression.
So it says fear of disease. White supremacy as the root of racism can be seen in Latino men in Texas stabbing a Burmese family in March 2020. Claimed he did so because they were Chinese and bringing the coronavirus into the U.S. The subject may have had mental health
Uh-oh.
She knows all the game, huh?
All the game.
So she already know the lone wolf, the white people off top, huh? He might have been.
Wow.
He might have been suffering from mental health. Shut up.
Straight up. Where'd you learn that at? Boulder, Colorado?
Right. What is they teaching in that school? White Supremacy 101?
N2?
3, 4, and 5? The extended classes?
You gotta take up to 4 just to graduate.
His belief that the family posed a threat is driven by white supremacist ideas of Chinese people being to blame for COVID-19. Are they not? Are they not? That's all I want to know.
Just a question.
That's all I want to know. Hold on, he said, the same rhetoric of blaming anyone perceived to be Chinese for COVID-19 and attacking them has been found in countless reports of harassment, including the one by Vietnamese woman who was spat at by a white man as she tried to enter the grocery store in 2021. 4 days later, video footage showed 76-year-old Chinese woman who was punched in the face by 39-year-old white man on that same day. Did we hear about these?
I'm pretty sure.
And that white man that killed 8 people, including 6 Asian women in Atlanta. All right. Okay, at least she's saying, at least she's saying the white people and saying white. I can appreciate that. Yeah. But you're adding the fake. But see, what you don't get no credit for is adding the, obviously fake black crimes in there. As if they have real credence. And see, that's what media propaganda is, y'all. She wouldn't have a way to add this shit if lamestream media didn't pump these fake crimes up. If the police departments in either New York or California didn't pay Mad Dog and the crew to go commit them. It's fucked up, man. I don't, man, this propaganda stuff is serious. It gives people, the purpose of propaganda is to trick and manipulate and mold the minds of the masses. She's of the masses in a power of position, some study position at some college, but now she gets the opportunity to regurgitate said propagandist rhetoric from these earlier fake Asian encounters as if they're like real now. The more people report on them, the more they become real, whether they're fake or not.
Thousands of people, thousands of young minds at her disposal.
Stories of individual harassment and violence perpetrated against Asian Americans by white assailants don't always get the same attention as the viral videos of black aggression towards Asians. True, but there's no black aggression towards Asians. See how they come with the truth, then the bullshit. Truth, then the bullshit. Truth, then the bullshit. But the underlying on all these incidents is white supremacy. True. Just as white supremacy is responsible for Minneapolis police officer Derek Chauvin nailing the equivocations. Y'all ain't had no Derek Chauvin. There has not been a police officer that has killed any Asian person. Now we've had an Asian police officer kill a black man, and y'all rallied all across the country. Y'all first time protesting for what? Let the Asian man off like y'all do the white man for killing the black dude.
And don't forget, there was an Asian officer there protecting Chavez.
Let's not forget that there's an Asian guy protecting Darren Chavez when he had his knee on the black man's name. Yes, let's remember that. White supremacy made George Floyd into a black man threat rather than a human being. So what are you doing?
Hello, the big black boogeyman.
McFly. Well, hello. What are you doing in this article, McFly? Understanding the depth and the reach of this ideology of racism can be challenging, but doing so brings each person and the nation as a whole closer to addressing systematic inequities. It's not black people who Asian Americans need to fear. It's white supremacy. True. Miss Ho, you got something right. Miss Ho.
Right.
I agree with that shit, Ho.
After all that green bean casserole you was feeding us.
Ho, you're right.
Dum.
Hey, Ho, I agree. This article is a republish from The Conservative, from The Conversation, a nonprofit news site dedicated to sharing ideas from academic experts. It was written by Jennifer Ho, a University of Colorado voter. Well, Miss Ho. Miss Ho, you just did what you blaming white supremacy for in this argument. So, Miss Ho, your whole argument, your whole article is null and void.
Miss Ho?
It's a negative, Miss Ho. You're going to try to blame said palm color people while throwing black people under the bus, Miss Ho.
And then say not to throw them under the bus.
Might I say, that's some ho shit?
Pun intended.
Pun intended. That's some ho shit, Miss Ho. Damn. We have 40. All right, we can give him one more. Let's say a split second of madness. A New York teen dies by suicide after cyberbully used pics to blackmail him for $3.5K, family says. This got palm color written all over it. This has palm colored little white kid written all over it. You want to know why? There's not a picture of the first in this article.
You want to know why?
Because it's palm color. An upstate New York teen died by suicide last week after he was allegedly blackmailed with personal images on social media, according to his family. Riley Basford, 15, took his own life on March 30th in Potsdam, New York, after being bombarded with online threats. The Watertown Daily Times reported shortly before the teen's death, an unidentified social media user threatened to leak sensitive snapshots of Basford if he didn't pay $3,500. Now, what kind of Snapchats would make somebody bussy? I smell bussy. I smell the bussification of this situation. I'm saying,
dude, but
now you remember earlier, what was that, last year when old girl had found them two dudes busting they bussy wide open, and she tried to blackmail them, talking about if they didn't give her no money, she was gonna put it out there, and they murked her. She was a popular influencer on YouTube or Facebook, one of them ones. Yep, and she was I watched the post too. She was talking all that, man. She was talking nuts, talking about how she was gonna expose this, that, and the other, and y'all shouldn't be out there like that. That's what you get. I'm about to put it out there, and if y'all don't give me these racks, I'm putting it out there. And then the next day or two, you heard on the blogs and everywhere how sad it was that she had succumbed to her death.
You got served?
Got served with a cherry on top. Riley Basford, 15, took his own life, blah, 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 shortly after the teacher, blah, blah, blah. The suspect scammer who allegedly posed as Basford's girlfriend online later warned the teenager's personal pictures would be published on social media and shared with the family and friends if he didn't complete the transaction. I smell mayo. So he said the suspected scammer who allegedly posed as Basford's girlfriend. So how do y'all know? All right, I'm gonna just keep going.
Y'all got all the information.
I start crying when I think of the 4 minutes of sheer panic and pain my baby felt to make that decision, and that's someone in the world that didn't even care that this happened to him. Riley's mother, Mary Rhodey. So they don't got the same last name. Okay. Told Watertown Daily, "It's so sick, and I want everyone to know." Riley Basford's photo. GoFundMe. Basford hadn't appeared distressed on the morning of his death, according to his family. He went to the dentist. His braces was put on. Fed his family cows. He spent time with... Hold up. Cows? What did he do? What was on these Snapchats? It's either bussy or some Ando fondlage or something, because they'd be down with that. It's probably some, or was it the confession of said animal fondlage or something? Because they tried to throw in there that the perpetrator played his girlfriend. So what, you said something to you who you thought was your girlfriend that was supposed to be a secret, but it was not, and now they're gonna put you. Hold up, no, it was a Snapchat. So you telling me you fake Snapchat somebody who was not your girlfriend and showed them something that they wasn't supposed to see? What was you playing with yourself?
That's what I'm gonna go with.
You was playing with yourself on Snapchat and sent it to your girlfriend, and they was like, if you don't tell it, we putting it out there, because of your Christian upbringing and background, or maybe what? Maybe he's are they Rumspringers? What is that? What is them called? What do you call them? Them the Quakers or whatever?
Nah, it can't be because he shouldn't have had the phone then.
Right.
That's what all the
right. But he could have been going through Rumspringer though. That's the time when they got to go wild out before they decide if they want to live the life or live a secular life. I watched this documentary on him.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what's they called? Quakers or it's something else that they're called.
Like Mormons or whatever.
Or no, they're not Mormons. It's something else though.
Yeah.
But I watched this documentary. It's called
where they got the horse and carriages and all that.
Yeah, I watched this documentary, and they let their kids. So when their kids get like 16, they let them. It's this time called Rumspringer, and they let them go wild out, do whatever they want, smoke, drink, party. I don't know if they having sex or whatever, but yeah, but they have like, I think it's like 30 days or 90 days or something like that to do as they please. And then they have to come back and they have to take a vow. It's like, do you want to live the old school, old fashioned life? Or do you want to go out into the world? And if you do go out into the world, then you can never come back to their life.
Right.
It's some real deep shit, actually. You know what I'm saying? And I think it's in their case, I think it's a false choice, right? Because who wants to leave their family and who they,
exactly. You
know what I'm saying?
Just thinking that.
But some people do. Some people are like, man, fuck that. I'm out. Peace. All right, I couldn't wait to get out this shit.
Hey, listen. R.I.P. to the little dude, but listen, man. We need to be monitoring what our kids is doing, man.
Yeah, I agree.
You're letting them all on Snapchat, letting them send all kind of stuff. Man, they don't own that phone. That phone is yours. You bought the phone. That means you own the phone. That means there's no privacy on a phone that I own that I'm letting you borrow.
Right.
How's there privacy in that? There ain't no privacy. You shouldn't be sending no naked, no playing with yourself, none of them snaps and baps and tweeters and twitters and none of that. Instagrammies and stories and none of that, man. The babus, the dadus, any of that.
Listen to this though. They came down to really a split second of madness in the young brain that could process the finality of the decision that he was making. Ho's mother said, "I want to figure out how the devil was able to prey on my child in such a short time." You see that talk, devil? You know what I'm saying? Bafford's parents said their son went into abrupt tailspin after seeing the sinister messages. He couldn't reason out what was happening to him, and it was happening so fast. Rhodey told the Watertown Daily Times they put him into such a panic he went out of his mind. Okay. They continued to bombard him, and and then finally he broke, Riley's father said. Darren Basford added he thought this was the only way out because he didn't want to be embarrassed. See? The family cautioned other parents to closely monitor the children's social media accounts. Like you said, I want to get the message out to other parents that there is no safe social media. You need to talk to your kids all about social media and let them know the risks that they're taking, blah, 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 explain. The suspect, local teen victim on social media, friending or following the teens, then gaining their trust, Major Reuben A. Oliver said in a statement. We trust is established. Investigators say the suspect asked for photos or a video of the teen, usually provocative in nature. Told you. He was smacking his salami. He was tapping his own little turkey. He was handling his ham. He was rubbing his roast beef. He was bopping his bologna. He was
bad host. Bad host.
It's unclear if any of those other cases are connected to Brasford's death. At this point, we cannot confirm that they're linked. Wow, so he said that he's done this more than once. So y'all don't know who it is?
That's what I took from that.
But then when you get money sent to you or extort somebody, doesn't it have to go to an account? Come on now.
Yeah, they didn't think that out.
Hey, we be doing more investigative work than they do. The governor will hear my son's name out my mouth, Rhodey said. The president will hear my same name out my mouth. I will go to my grave without honoring Riley for every day of his life. See how hard they go for the little palm-colored individuals? They be going hard. The online fundraiser has raised nearly $40,000 for Brandon's family's death in the wake of his sudden death. The family plans to set up a scholarship fund in his memory. Why? To pay for the college that he would have went to that he ain't going to? Boy, they out here with these GoFundMes, ain't they? Yeah, but we're gonna set up a GoFundMe for the college that he never went to, that he's not going to attend because he has succumbed to his addiction. Hey, you know I've been using that word succumb quite a bit now. Succumb. You succumb to your injuries. You succumb to this and that. I've been saying that, like, that's been one of my vocabulary words here for a couple of days. I've been noticing. Succumb. Do you guys know what that means? Not what you think it is. It's not what you think it is. Can't give them all the news, man. We got, more stories to get today ass at like 12 o'clock, man. But palm color people acting up, 12 acting up, splaining all over the place. Nobody cares about the palm colored children. They just murdering them. They requesting their friends on Facebook and acting like they're their girlfriends to make them jack in front of the camera, to only put them out there and distort them to make them kill themselves. I mean, it is hard on the PC male out here.
Man, cold.
It is cold. I mean, they don't even get to become adults. It seems like
Ain't even gonna make it to the next Thanksgiving to get any green bean casserole.
Oh man, no Zima. Wow.
Y'all tune into that nooner, man.
Yeah, man. Go ahead. Tell them what
Von Savage, man. Check out me, teasvonsavage.com. You got that Melanated People app. Download that teasvonsavage.com. Because then you can find the app on teasvonsavage.com. You didn't know how to find that. Melanated People. I'm just making sure I clarify it for y'all. Master P shout out. He said get your own. That's why we got keepitppodcast.com.
Surprise, motherfucker.
McFly. McFly.
Hello.
We got that Pinterest if you got interest. Black Holocaust Fact or Fiction. You can find it at teasvonsavage.com, or obviously you can go to Pinterest. If you got Pinterest, type my name in. Very simple for you. And last but never least, we have to stop the demasculation of the Black American male. And it's being perpetuated by celebrities that look like you, athletes that look like you, entertainers that look like you. And I'm going to name one for you. You ain't going to like it. LeBronda Jameson, a.k.a. LeBron James. Yeah, I said it.
Really, nigga?
He got that school and all that. What he showing the little boys in there?
Hey, boy,
How to put on
the
a
nigga
wig for
whole
progressive
style is
insurance? Huh? Love, peace, and blessings. Aloha.
Okay. Drop the bomb for TZ Von Savage. Support Black Media Month, guys. See your moms. See you at 12. See you guys. See you at 12. We'll be back with more news right here on the KPP podcast. Take that, and take that.
Take it.
All right, get that one on out the way. Yes, dog.
You know what? You should be the one cleaning. I thought it was pre-cooked shrimp.
Well, we must ain't got no rats or mice, because they should have ate that already.
Get out of here, Bella. Get up in here. Get in here. Go get me the baby. Come on,
Yes, I.
Come on, Bella. Get over here.
I say yes, sir. Uh-oh. Where's the damn? Ain't no music for the commercial?
The level of deceit when your people try to play you like somebody in the street. Like, even when you praise him and you try to see him eat. Not to mention all the shit you did to get him on his feet. Kid, the thoughts get crazy or I put him on repeat. Think your shit was all gravy, but it wasn't really sweet. Even hula hooping through loopholes, working around shit. Even had a nigga try to rebrand my business on some clown shit. Look. Misconceptions, you thought I would miss my blessing, the ultimate misdirection. You thought I would miss.
Look here, man. Now that you out the joint about 2 weeks, don't you think it's about time you gave me my money? I told you I ain't had your money yet, man. Fuck you mean you ain't got my money yet? Motherfucker, everybody know you hid the money from that robbery before you went on the day. I told you, motherfucker, I ain't got your money yet, man. Fuck you mean you ain't got the money yet? Fuck you think you is, man? Motherfucking Ron O'Neal or something? What you gonna do? I ain't supposed to be scared now because you got a pistol, motherfucker.
I got the PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, Chime. I hope you got yours, cause I got mine. I'm talking Payoneer, Netspend, Venmo, Stash. Too many ways for you to run my cash. Check, reparation, 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 check. Well, if you talking compensation, it's about that time. You get everybody there's about to get down. All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. All I wanna do is see you move it. All I wanna do is see you get down. 2 steps, come on. 2 steps, come on. This is it, come on. Come on. 2 steps, come on. Yeah, 2 steps, 2 steps, come on. Yeah, come on. 2 steps, come on. 2 steps, come on. Yeah, come on. 2 steps, come on. 2 steps, come on. Yeah, 2 steps, come on. 2 steps,
live. Time is money, minutes, moolah. True. So you know I'm about to ask you like, what you about to do? I gotta go. I gotta hustle to get it. If you ain't talking business, little shawty, you tripping. I gotta go. I really ain't got time. You can holler at me later, shawty, bang my line. Bang my line, shawty, bang my line. You can holler at me later, shawty, bang my line. Shawty, bang my line. Bang my line. You can holler at me later, shawty, bang my line. Sometimes I stare at the phone, and when I think in my mind, I gotta see what you want. Soon as I finish this drink, I'ma leave the club. Think it's one of them nights, man, I need to fuck. I'm a
Music TV. Music TV.
How did you know?
I do not know, Master.
You do not know? You have been to the movies again, I see. Leroy, this is not a punishment. You have touched the final level. You knew without knowing. We have finished our journey together.
Okay, I was in the ditch, I definitely belong here. And now that I'm here, I'ma change the game. I've always been here, I'ma tell you what's wrong here. The industry changing, your content strange. But I'm good, and I'm straight. I'm from the land of the 10,000 legs. I know you wish you could, but some can't. I learned from my mistakes, and I done felt all the breaks. Learn to cut the grass real fast for the snakes. Learn to give a little bit more than I take. Too many times I score back, break, pump, fake. Man, I knew it was something, couldn't ignore it, it was fake.
All of your misconceptions, you thought I would miss my blessings. Serious. All of your misconceptions, you thought I ain't never gonna stop this shit, man. Me, baby, you crazy. Look, I was once lost but found me. I had so many people around me, almost drowned me. It astounds me like the level of the sea. When your people try to play you like somebody in the street. Like even when you praise him and you try to see him eat. Not to mention all the shit you did to get him on his feet. Kid, the thoughts get crazy or I put him on repeat. Thinking shit was all gravy, but it wasn't really sweet. Even hula hooping through loopholes, working around shit. Even had a nigga try to rebrand my business on some clown shit. Thought I would miss my blessings, my blessings. Look. Even hula hooping through loopholes, working around shit. We've been hula hooping through loopholes, working around shit. All of your misconceptions, you thought I would miss my blessing. The ultimate misdirection, you thought I would miss.
Look here, man. Now that you've been out the joint about 2 weeks, don't you think it's about time you gave me my money? Told you I ain't had your money yet, man. Fuck you mean you ain't got my money yet? Motherfucker, everybody know you hid the money from that robbery before you went on the day. I told you, motherfucker, I got your money yet, man. Fuck you mean you ain't got the money yet? Fuck you think you is, man? Motherfucking Ron O'Neal or something? What you gonna do? You ain't supposed to be scared now because you got a pistol, motherfucker.
I got the PayPal, Cash App, Sally, Chime. I hope you got yours, cause I got mine. I'm talking Payoneer, Net Spin, Venmo, Stash. Too many